Ever feel like life is just too much? Like there's just too much stuff, too many to-dos, and way too many things demanding your attention? Trust me, you're not alone. We live in a world that's constantly telling us that more is better, more things, more commitments, more everything. But deep down, most of us know that more doesn't always mean better. In fact, sometimes it's just the opposite. That's where Stoicism and modern minimalism come in. These two philosophies, despite being centuries apart, actually have a lot in common. Both are about stripping away the excess and focusing on what really matters. And today, I'm going to show you how combining these ideas can help you simplify your life and find some much-needed inner peace. So, if you've ever felt weighed down by all the stuff in your life, stick around. Let's explore how you can use Stoicism and minimalism to create a life that's lighter, freer, and a whole lot more meaningful. Let's start with a concept that's central to Stoicism: sufficiency. The Stoics believe that real happiness doesn't come from having more, but from needing less. It's about focusing on what's essential and letting go of the rest. Sounds simple, right? But in today's world, that's easier said than done. Think about it. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we need the latest gadget, the trendiest clothes, or the biggest house to be happy. But how often does getting that new thing actually bring lasting happiness? Usually, it's just a quick hit of satisfaction, followed by the same old craving for something else. Minimalism takes this Stoic idea and applies it to our modern lives. It's not just about getting rid of physical clutter. It's about recognizing what truly adds value to your life and letting go of the rest. It's about understanding that more stuff, more commitments, and more distractions often just lead to more stress. Take a moment to look around your life. What are the things that genuinely make you happy? And what are the things that, when you really think about it, are just taking up space, whether that's in your home, your mind, or your schedule? The Stoics would say, focus on what's essential and let the rest go. By doing this, you're not just decluttering your life, you're making room for what truly matters, whether that's relationships, personal growth, or simply some peace and quiet. Okay, this next one might sound a bit out there, but stick with me. The Stoics were big on something called voluntary discomfort. It's the idea of intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations to build resilience and appreciate what you have. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and sleep on the floor every night, but there's a lot to be said for stepping outside your comfort zone now and then. In the context of minimalism, this could mean simplifying your lifestyle, even when you don't have to. For example, try going a weekend without your smartphone or live on a stricter budget for a month. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about realizing that you can be content with less and that your happiness doesn't depend on constant convenience. When you practice voluntary discomfort, you're training yourself to be less reliant on external comforts. You start to understand that you don't need all the bells and whistles to be happy. And when life throws you a curveball, you'll be more prepared to handle it with grace because you've already built that mental toughness. Plus, when you do enjoy life's little luxuries, you'll appreciate them so much more. It's like when you go camping and rough it for a few days. Coming back to a warm bed and a hot shower feels like the ultimate luxury. Another big idea from Stoicism that fits perfectly with minimalism is the dichotomy of control. The Stoics believe that peace of mind comes from focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. This might be one of the most powerful ideas you can apply to your life. In our busy lives, we're often overwhelmed by things we can't control, other people's opinions, the news, even the weather. It's easy to get caught up in these things and let them add to our stress. But the Stoics would remind us that worrying about things outside our control is a waste of energy. Let's be real. Our culture is obsessed with consumption. Everywhere you look, there's pressure to buy more, upgrade, and keep up with the latest trends. But Stoicism offers a powerful counterbalance to this consumer-driven mentality through the practice of mindful consumption. Mindful consumption is about being intentional with what you bring into your life. It's not about depriving yourself of the things you enjoy, but about making thoughtful choices that align with your values. Before you buy something, ask yourself, do I really need this? Does this add real value to my life? Or am I just trying to fill a void? The Stoics remind us that external things, whether they're possessions, experiences, or even recognition, don't bring lasting happiness. True contentment comes from within, from living according to your values and focusing on what really matters. Minimalism encourages us to apply this mindset in our daily lives. By consuming less and choosing more intentionally, you not only reduce clutter and waste, but also cultivate a deeper appreciation for the things you do have. It's about quality over quantity and finding joy in the simple things. And here's the thing, when you start living more mindfully, you'll likely find that you need less than you thought. Instead of chasing the next new thing, you'll find contentment in the things that truly matter, whether that's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a passion, or simply enjoying the quiet moments in life. At the heart of both Stoicism and minimalism is the idea of simplicity. The Stoics believe that a simple life, focused on what truly matters, was the path to true freedom. In a world that's constantly pushing us to do more, have more, and be more, simplicity can feel like a breath of fresh air. Living simply doesn't mean living without. It means living with intention. It's about cutting away the excess so that what remains is meaningful and fulfilling. This could mean simplifying your possessions, but it could also mean simplifying your schedule, your relationships, or even your thoughts. When you simplify, you create space, not just physical space, but mental and emotional space as well. Space to breathe, to think, to connect with others, and to enjoy the present moment. This space is where freedom lives. The freedom to live a life that's true to who you are, rather than one dictated by external pressures and expectations. Simplicity is about freedom from the clutter that distracts us from what's truly important. It's about finding peace in the essential and letting go of everything that doesn't serve your higher purpose. So, there you have it, a guide to simplifying your life with the combined wisdom of Stoicism and modern minimalism. By focusing on what's truly important, letting go of what you can't control, practicing mindful consumption, and embracing simplicity, you can create a life that's not just less cluttered, but more fulfilling. These practices aren't about deprivation, they're about liberation. Liberation from the things that weigh us down, clutter our minds, and distract us from what truly matters. Stoicism and minimalism offer us a path to live more intentionally, with greater peace and purpose. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the business and clutter of modern life, I encourage you to give these principles a try. You might just find that less really is more, that by simplifying, you're making space for what truly matters. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel for more insights on how ancient wisdom can help us navigate the complexities of modern life. Until next time, stay focused, stay intentional, and stay stoic.